Welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. Today is August 17th, 2020. Let's see, a couple of notes before we get started. There's a link to my SQLite database and R code in the description below. Don't forget to click the red S button on the lower right-hand corner of the screen to subscribe. And don't forget to share the Caribou Data Science channel with one of your friends this week. And of course, a big shout out to all 15 people who've already subscribed to the Caribou Data Science channel. Who wants to be number 16? Okay, so now we're going to take a look at Israel. I think that's the next one on our list. Okay. Okay, let's just fix the date here. Okay, just as usual. Let's just load our library, load some data, take a look at our first plot and our summary statistics. Okay, you can see that for the nation of Israel, for the August 17th, the minimum number of days between April 1st and August 17th, minimum number of cases was 4. The average cases is 643, while the maximum number of cases is 2,502. As far as deaths, the minimum deaths is 0. The mean deaths is 4.87, and the maximum number of deaths is 17. So let's take a look at the code here. Now, this looks very encouraging. This looks really encouraging to see this continuing decline in the number of cases in Israel. This is very good news. Let's take a look at deaths. Unfortunately, as you can see, a steady increase in deaths, followed by a decline, followed by a little spike. So it does look like we had a brief decline here, although I'm not sure if that's really going to last. So now let's look at the weekly averages. Weekly cases, as expected. So this is for the current week. As you can see, last week that the cases held steady at 1,000 per week. Deaths continued to climb last week, and is off to a pretty healthy start this week. The weekly change in death rates, actually this should be the weekly death rate. Let's see what we got here. So we can estimate, based on declining death rate, we can estimate the number of lives saved so far. So even though we had a spike in cases, you can see that lives are still being saved due to the death rate being held low. Monthly totals, cases spiked in July, almost reached half of July number for the first 2 weeks in August. Deaths, you can see the deaths are remaining high. It's for 2 weeks into August, and it's already caught the numbers for July or for June. Monthly death rate, you can see the monthly death rate, on the other hand, is good. It's less than 0.5%. uh, and it's maybe 0.1% here. Is that what that is? What about live set? You can see that based on the declining death rate, 2,500 lives were saved last month. And for the first 2 weeks of August, we look pretty much on course to repeat that July number. Let's look at weekly and monthly means for COVID. Again, weekly cases drop down here a little bit. We're already 2 weeks into August. We're already halfway to the number for the previous week. Deaths continue to be high, although not compared to other countries, but still, 17 deaths or 12 deaths per week or whatever is still a problem. Let's look at some average numbers, average number of cases by month. And deaths. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just run this from the top, as we say. Generate our daily report, and then upload it to our website. And a link to the website this has been posted to will also be in the description below.